Hey guys, what's up? It is your friendly neighborhood Ugus here, back again with another Binding of Isaac Afterbirth video. I am going to be doing a greed mode run as Blue Baby. And I'm also going to just never fucking ever do the sped up challenge, whatever the name of that bullshit is. Because it's just bullshit. Like, it's literally bullshit. I could go on a fucking tangent for hours. Literally hours about how poorly designed it is. And how fucking awful and what a disgrace it is to exist in a game that overall I'd say is very well designed. But instead of that, I'm just gonna explain to you that it's retarded. I'm gonna state that. I'm not gonna quantify it right now because I'm fucking seething with anger. But what I will do is just try and you know, shake it off and get into this run. I have definitely attempted that challenge 40 times. I was counting. I give up. It's beat me, you know? I don't know. Like, nobody seems to be talking about it. Probably because everybody just got insanely fucking lucky on it. So, you know. But, it's definitely the hardest challenge I've come across so far. Not even remotely close either. But, anyway, whatever. Shaking it off. Let's do this. Binding of Isaac. Video game. Let's go. Again, this fucking wave probably was accidentally transposed onto this floor of greed mode, and was swapped, basically just completely full swapped with the wave that shows up on the depths. Actually, is the shield? Might even be shield, which is literally like a spider wave, except it's like 3 tiny spiders. No double spiders. No bullshit, basically. And yet this fucking, you know, it's like 4, it's 4 of each, right? It's 4 big spiders, 4 tiny spiders. Yeah, that sure is an enjoyable wave to fight on the very first fucking floor. Oh my god, this is so fucking retarded. I'm so fucking pissed off at this game right now. It's retarded. It's just retarded. I feel like, honestly, for all the shit that I like in Afterbirth so far, there's gotta be an equivalent amount of bullshit. And it has nothing to do with the shit Reddit's up in arms about. With fucking retarded conspiracy theories about, like, time gate and blah, blah. None of that fucking retard shit. I'm talking about, like, actual just poor game design decisions. Where there's no rewarding gameplay behind these actions, you know? Like, I don't feel rewarded for having defeated a fucking stupid, retarded bullshit spider wave. That makes no sense to be on this floor. It literally makes no sense to exist here. It's the hardest wave that exists in greed mode. And yet it's on the first fucking floor. And the worst part about it is that it's not like it's like a 1 in a million thing. I've gotten it on like half of my greed runs. Like, it's clearly a very common reoccurring wave. And it's just fucking retarded. Why do I have an extra key? Capricorn. That's right. Okay. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. There's too much fucking dumb shit. Honestly. Like, a lot of the challenges are just arbitrarily hard. Like, the sped up challenge is, like, what I was talking about as I began the video. There's nothing rewarding about it. Nothing at all. Literally nothing. There's no point where you're like, nice, I feel supremely fucking rewarded because I memorized all the patterns of all the enemies and their bullet patterns and movement patterns and can properly dodge them. Because you know what? It doesn't matter what effort you put into memorizing their patterns on that challenge. If your speed isn't high enough, you're fucked. That's it. That's literally the determining factor of the challenge. Is your speed high enough? In a lot of cases, is your shot speed high enough? If you fight Mask of Infamy on that challenge, guess what? You lost. Good luck beating that boss literally ever, unless you got specifically lucky to get the perfect items to fight it. Nothing's rewarding about that. You don't feel good about beating Mask of Infamy because you got lucky and have a high move speed or shot speed, or you got super lucky and rolled a fucking, you know, piercing shot effect and your damage is high enough that you two-shot it. There's no rewarding gameplay of that. You know what you just did? You rolled dice. Grats. And yeah, like, randomness is a lot of the game. I understand that. But at the same time, the fact that there are literally... that the randomness literally dictates win or lose is a problem. RNG affecting you to... and look at the dingle. Look at the waves here. Compare them to first floor waves. Yeah, this is... yeah, no, this was balanced. Clearly. But yeah, like, it just... I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, RNG can be good, because it can facilitate skill, you know? You get unlucky, but you can still win. You can beat Mega Satan with 0 damage ups and soy milk. It's possible. You can do it. Right? It won't be fun, but it's possible. Skill can overcome RNG in situations like that, right? And that's what makes it interesting. The problem with the fucking bullshit on the fast challenge, again, I continually forget the name and I apologize, but the problem with it is the fact that the RNG cannot be overcome with skill. If you get bad RNG, you are guaranteed to lose. And that is the misstep that was made with that challenge. It feels like nobody fucking playtested it. There's far too many rooms in the game on that challenge that are just impossible. You literally can't do them without taking, like, you know, either hundreds of hits, or maybe they're just impossible. There's dozens. Probably more than dozens. There's just loads. And the fact that, like, to think, if you would playtest that challenge, you'd find them instantly and be like, okay, well, this isn't working. Maybe we should rework the challenge, or maybe we should blacklist these rooms from the challenge. You know, take a step back and just look at all of the fucking rooms or whatever, and blacklist the ones that clearly are just fucking retarded and shouldn't be there. You could do that, or you could just not. You could just not playtest it, and you could just slap it in the game and be like, oh, this'll be fun. And that's honestly what it felt like they did. Either that or they playtested it literally one time, you know, rolled all fucking beautiful, godlike 6s on their D6s and shit, and fucking, oh man, look at that, that was so easy, that was enjoyable. What a cool and unique challenge, increasing the difficulty of the video game. Look at this shit! How is this a wave on the depths? Oh my god. What was that? Hello? Oh, they were bugged. That was normal, I guess. Whatever. Look at the waves. And I know my damage is high, but just look at the waves. Ignore my damage for a second and just look at the waves. Compare them to the 4 small spider, 4 big spider wave on the basement. Yeah, okay, this makes perfect sense. Sure thing, huh? I don't know, man. There's so many glaring flaws with a lot of the specifics in this expansion, man. It's really disappointing. Because Edmund is normally really on point with a lot of the game design. And, like, I understand game design is subjective. I apologize if I'm coming off in such a way that it seems like I'm trying to just explain, like, nah, you're stupid, you know? You're wrong, right? I don't mean to come off that way. I'm just trying to point out actual, like, glaring flaws. Like, let me bring up a room example. Maybe that'll convince people if they're still not in agreement with me. So in the fast challenge, right, there's a room. It's an L-shaped room, right? So bigger room. And there are, I believe, 10 bats. I believe 10. There might be more, but I'm gonna go with 10. I think that's a conservative estimate of the amount of bats in the room. Not fat bats, just bats, right? Now, if you don't know how bats work, they're erratic in movement. Come fuck on. All right, they're erratic in movement, and you know, generally, they're not too bad to deal with. They move fairly randomly. They just kind of, you know, they kind of stroll around the room fairly randomly until they get close to you, at which point they'll have an attack moment where they lunge towards you quite quickly. And normally, it's great dealing with bats. They're not too bad, because there's actual, you know, you get rewarded for actually paying attention to their patterns and their positioning and stuff like that. It's great, because you're like, oh shit, they're close to me. That means they're gonna lunge forward. Let me move in a fashion that I can dodge it. But the problem is, on this challenge, there is no window. In that room, they all float towards you as a fortress of fucking doom, and you have no window. There's just not a window to escape, because they're just a wall. They create a wall that just blocks you from going past them, and you're like, oh, I see a break in the wall, and then you try to squeeze through it, but the problem is they lunge at you, and then you get hit, and then they box you in, and Warcraft 3 surround you, and then you get hit again, and then you get hit again. That room is impossible on that challenge. Oh, this is new. Spider mod buddy. Interesting. Wasn't there oh yeah, doesn't this guy, yeah, he does like cool stuff. I'll explain, I'll promise. But yeah, you get fucking, yeah, so this is what Spider-Man does. Apparently those damage numbers are times 10. So my damage right now apparently is 8.4. That's interesting. Cool item. Again, there's a lot of good things, but I'm trying to maintain sight of what I'm convinced is poor. Yeah, so basically, that room is just not possible, right? It's not possible to complete it without getting hit, unless, right? And here's the unless. I'll make a concession for you. It is possible to beat without getting hit if you roll the dice perfectly and literally got insane items to just one-shot shit, right? Then it's fine. Then there's no problem at all. Absolutely goddamn lutely. But the problem is, if you don't have insane damage, you just get punished. You get punished more than you are already punished, right? Not having damage should be a punishment in and of itself, and it is, because that means enemies are on the screen longer, which means you have to dodge longer, right? But now the punishment is like it double dips, you know? Double dipping is not good. It's not sanitary. It's just straight up fucking disgusting, you know? No, but like really, it's like it double dips on the punishment. Like it assumes, I guess, that you weren't punished enough in the fact that shit doesn't die fast and you have to dodge it longer. But in this mode, the problem is you don't really have an opportunity to dodge it, right? Because it moves too fast. So again, I guess, I mean, double dipping, I'd say, is a pretty reasonable way to describe it. But like, I think that, like, I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts to be a bit more concise about it, but I think I've made my point pretty clear. I think. Did you just poop on the button and literally lock me in? I can't summon. I mean, I can leave. Thankfully, that was the boss, so I can leave. But I can't get a deal with the devil because arbitrary reasons. And fuck you. Thanks for rolling dice. And oh yeah, did you wanna like do something? Did you wanna play the video game? No? All right. Well, good then. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. Oh, right. Yeah. Come on, man. Like, this is fine, you know. I'm getting shafted on item rooms. That's cool and dandy. A bug that prevents me from continuing on in the thing. Like, if something that spawned poop earlier, like if I pooped on the Switch, which I think has been fixed, but I don't, it's just fucking, so many things were just not tested. And I get it, you're on a deadline and blah, 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 I get it. I understand, you know. It's a business and not everything can be fucking tested. I get it. But at the same time, there's some pretty goddamn glaring bugs that need to be fixed. And like, and look at this. Look at this shit. This is literally easier than the fucking basement. How retarded is that? But like, I get it. They actually released a patch that fixed bugs like yesterday or whatever. And that's cool. Glad they did. Otherwise this would be even worse. But holy shit, man. There's a lot of bugs. Haven't even scratched the surface. Where the fuck are you? What the fuck? You never reappeared! Why? Why were you just permanently invisible? I know there's a new item. I'm gonna get the money for it, I promise. I don't remember what it does. I looked it up and then I forgot what it did, so I'll pick it up, I promise. Alright, what do we got? On spot quote. Alright, sure. And that increases the drop rate of batteries. Cool. Alright. Don't like this. This is not great. But you know what this is? This is fair. This is actually fair. This is what fairness looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit on the bullshit side. Absolutely. This is fucking Isaac. Things gotta be a little bit unfair. But at least I could play around it if I would, you know, wasn't so bad. I'll acknowledge this is just my being bad. But there is other shit that, you know, is not my being bad and is actually just bullshit. But, you know, whatever, man. Just a lot of game design, I'll call them flubs in Afterbirth. And again, it is all subjective. I just I wanna clear the air. If you disagree with me, that's cool. I'd love to hear your opinion. Absolutely. I'm tossing out my thoughts on the subject, and I'm providing my evidence. If you disagree with me, that's cool, and I would love to engage in a discussion about it. But for right now, I would consider myself, not rightfully. Rightfully sounds like so self-righteous. But I am understandably, there we go. I am understandably upset, I would say. Alright, I don't one-shot these. That's not good. Also, the leeches are treated as enemies according to like everything in the game, which means that shit's bugged to hell, pretty much. So some rooms actually just won't end if those leeches are alive. And you can't kill them. Apparently they do time out. I'm not sure. People on Reddit seemed upset because apparently they didn't time out for them, but I've seen them time out before. Good dodging. That was actually incredible dodging. I'm proud of myself. Don't like the way these waves are going, though. I am liking that I'm finally in cleanup phase. There we go. Yeah, I really don't like that I'm not one-shotting these enemies. That's making this fairly difficult. Alright, cool. I'm gonna need every spirit heart that ever existed, but none of them are for sale. Damn it. Huh? Okay. I'm cool with it now. We Gucci. But yeah, by the way, I'm sorry if this video comes out as like overly negative. I don't know. I'm pissed off and I want to vent basically. That's where I'm at right now. Yeah, so these damage numbers are times 10 though of what your actual damage is. So a full charge shot of mine will do 37.2 damage, which is good info to know. Do I want BFF? Is that good enough? It might honestly be. I'm gonna reroll though. Get greedy. Get greedy with it. Alright. I'm gonna save the rest of my cash, however little it is. I'll be honest. There was no way to dodge that shit. Okay, come on. There we go. And clean up. And now we do 38.3. Which is interesting. Because I wasn't doing 38.0 before. Oh, you know what? Because it's getting multiplied. Never mind, never mind. It's getting multiplied. Obviously, it wouldn't be... Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. It's because it's getting multiplied by chocolate milk. That's right. Oh, that felt good. Trigger warning. Knuckle popping. Sorry. That's a joke, by the way. All right, so I'm gonna blow your goddamn brains out of your skulls. Get ready for this shit. Hang on, let me clean this up real quick. Or at least try. Alright, I failed. Is that actually helpful? What? No. Alright, so let's see if I can blow your minds. No. Alright, so apparently I think it's time delay. But basically, Ultra Greed. I think it's time delay. The dude who like, you know, posted this to Reddit or whatever. He didn't say that it was time delay. He claimed that it was different damage types or whatever. And like, so basically, what happens is Ultra Greed armors himself, and you do less damage if you just hit him, you know, the same way enough. I don't think Spider Mod is actually showing the changed damage numbers, but you can see his bar is moving quite a bit differently. Alright, this is a nightmare. I want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride. Alright. But basically what happens is, yeah, he begins shielding himself, so if you just do the same shit constantly, he will take dramatically less damage, which is why he seems to have such insane health pool. But in reality, his health pool is actually not insane. It is high, but it's not like trillions of health high like it seemed to be. Oh, I'm out of bombs. Okay, so I think it is time delay. The guy who posted it to Reddit was claiming that it was like an attack type thing, which is why I was trying to bomb to try and determine for myself. But I think people have more or less confirmed it's time delay rather than anything else. So watch his health bar. This is me after waiting a while. So you can see he's just getting chunked quite heavily, and then keep watching. Obviously he's, you know, actively shielding now, so it's gonna do even less, but yeah, so look at his health. It's just clearly moving a lot slower. So now I wait, and then I hit. So basically you just have to give it a brief pause to essentially reset. Which does mean the fight takes roughly the same amount of time, I guess. But, you know. Also, he has a health bar here. Cracked ice has appeared in the basement. He has a health bar here, and he definitely receives damage. The problem is you can't kill him. Which is weird. But, pardon me, excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me, coming through. Alright, excuse me, on this side. No, alright, let's just, you know, let's enjoy this, you know? Let's enjoy the fact that Afterbirth is a complete expansion. And it's super fun. Yep. Yep. Will it move it? Hey, it got rid of him. Okay, that's nice at least. Not like I care. I mean, I've seen the ending a million times. I just wanted to prove a point. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry if this episode was far too negative. I don't know. I'm pissed. I'm pissed off because this, here, let me just show you the challenge. Like, speed. This is retarded. Just look at this. Just look at this. Right? Basement 1. We got the knife. Alright, well. Let's make this a doubler. If I can beat the fucking mom's heart on this, I'll be happy as hell. But, like, the problem is all the bullets get affected by essentially their speed. So the physics get all fucked up with bullets because everything is sped up forever. But, like, look at this. Even with mom's knife, how fucking ridiculous does this look? I'm one shot. Oh, yeah, no. Look at this! How is this fair? That sort of room. Holy shit, come on, man. Ragman. Being Ragman. Classic Ragman, you know, you feel me? How can you look at this and be like, this is fine? No, this is fine. This is absolutely okay. Ship it. Look at that. Those bullets go 4 times the distance. Crazy. Don't get me started on fucking trites. They literally can jump the distance of a fucking 2x2 room. Literally corner to corner. Oh, nice. I didn't get keys. Oh, boy, sure is challenging. God, I got a key. Nice, 2 keys. We're in business. Let's hope I don't get randomly hit by these things getting their physics fucked up. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? We can maybe abuse something here, actually. We'll see. I need to not get hit against sped up Little Horn. Alright, let's see if we can do that. Probably can't, but you know what? Damn it if I don't try. Holy shit, he was so kind to me. Oh good, no, this feels good. Well, it's fine, because I was planning on taking both of these. And then that. And then that. Holy shit, we might win. Fuck, dude. This'll, you know what? I'm gonna treat this as 2 fucking episodes in 1, which means I'm not gonna upload a non-daily one today. Because, here, I'll be honest with you, I'm recording this late as fuck. Pissed off because it took me an hour of trying this fucking challenge beforehand, recording new episode every time I failed because they all turned out the same. How's that? I don't know. It was a nightmare, dude. It was a fucking nightmare. So I'm so tired, and the problem is, here's the room. Here's the fucking room. Look at this. Even with mom's knife. Even with mom's knife. Look at this shit. Oh my god. It's just luck. That's all that room is. Mom's knife, Judas's shadow. And it still gets me. It's just luck, dude. Yeah, I could have gotten lucky and they wouldn't have run at me. Or flown at me, sorry. Or I could have played slightly differently, which in my playing slightly differently, I would have gotten hit by playing that slightly different fashion if I had also gotten different luck. So, I mean, I think it's a fairly moot point, but it's true. I mean, if I played differently in that exact circumstance and they had that exact pattern and I played differently, it's true. I wouldn't have gotten hit. It's absolutely true. But I can't react because they move, you know, 5 times the speed of light. They break all the laws of physics and shit. It's great. Cool room. Cool room. Nice fucky physics. Really enjoyable. Very rewarding gameplay. Nice fucky physics, man. Still love it. And there was a rock just floating off in space. Bug-free game. God, dude. This challenge pisses me off. It puts me in a bad mood. And I don't think that I'm particularly in the wrong because of it. I don't know. This is a bullshit challenge made for fucking bullshit luck. I don't want to get hit. I want to get through this room. Of all rooms to get through without getting hit, this one would be incredible. Holy shit, I feel good about that. That was actually a room where it's theoretically possible to predict enemy movements and patterns and shit to get out without getting hurt on this challenge. That one's not. I mean, that one pretty clearly wasn't. But you know, that's fine. We got one at least. We dealt with one time. That's cool. Although in fairness, it could have also been bullshit. Because in order to kill enemies, I had to move to a position that wasn't necessarily safe. In fact, none of the positions are theoretically safe. I mean, if I got unlucky and, like, you know, I was here looking up, 2 dudes spawn here and here, and then 1 dude spawns here. Yeah, I mean, I got hit. Cool. Nice, you got me. On normal speed, I would have been able to react and been like, holy shit, there's things happening. I should fucking kill this dude on the side and maybe I can get out alive or whatever. But not at this speed. Don't have the time frame for that. As long as I'm a human, I don't, that is. And last I checked, I am human. So that's comforting. Hey, cool. Sweet room. Sure, I'm glad that my speed stat's not quite high enough to actually be able to deal with it. Nice room, dude. Shockingly not getting hurt. Thank you, based RNGesus, for allowing me this moment of reprieve. Respite? Reprieve? They're similar words. I'm not sure which one was more correct. I mean, that one was on me. I'll admit that one fully. That was definitely on me. That wasn't the game being bullshit. That was entirely my fault. Absolutely. I feel comfortable taking responsibility. Yeah, okay. Well, that was cool. Sure enjoyed that. Nice, let's do it again. That was so fun. Let's do it again. Woo! Woohoo! Yeah! Oh, sure, I'm glad I got no keys. Woohoo! Okay, it's me, Mario. I can fly now. That's good. Nice, I got super lucky in it. He walked into my knife. That was cool. Yep. Sure, I'm glad I'm immune to explosions. That's the only thing that saved my goddamn life. How fun would that room have been without host hat? Haha. Oh man. You want to know how fun? About 1 heart fun. That's about how fun it would have been. That's, yeah. No keys. Pardon me? Oh, there. What the shit? That blended in so well. Better than ever. I got a key! Holy shit, it's a fucking Christmas miracle! That's crazy. Oh yeah, by the way, haunt ghosts. That's the best one. The amount of times I've fought haunt on this challenge and died to haunt on this challenge is probably in the 10s at least. And considering I've done this about 40 times, I'd say about 10 is a bit excessive, you know? Item room or shop? You know what? Fuck it. Let's go shop. I'm feeling lucky. And by lucky, I mean, you know, we fought greed, so it was a complete waste of a key. That's cool. I'll grab all this shit anyway, though. I got time. The only good thing about this challenge currently is that I have high damage, and time is absolutely on my side. Past that, this run is pretty much par for the course. Which is to say, awful? Unenjoyable? Bullshit? That's great. But yeah, if you can watch this attempt at this challenge, you know, and be like, oh look, he won, so clearly everything is in order. I feel like you don't have eyes. I don't know. Yeah, I'll likely win this one. I say likely because it's definitely not guaranteed at any point. Also, I will say thank you Reddit for coming up with the absolutely genius way to describe those bonies instead of calling them black bonies. Ebony. It's pretty good. I walked into it. It wouldn't have mattered. I'll be completely... I'm gonna level with you. It literally wouldn't have mattered if I didn't move because of the way that spider works. Because it would have finished channeling its brimstone, and then it would have moved the fucking, you know, 1 tile down, and in doing so, I would have been damaged, because the hitbox stays out and moves with the spider, rather than stays on the visual brimstone. So I would have been hit anyway. Just wanna throw that out there. Just wanna clear the air. And be like, what a fucking retard. He walked into the beam. Yeah, I'm a fucking retard. You got me. But also, it doesn't matter. So fuck you. You know what? Let's pop the stars card. Right, I used the key. I forgot. Oops. I forgot immediately because it was such a fucking awful item and a waste of a key. And I just assumed I hadn't checked. Oh yeah, these rooms too. Sure do love these ones on fucking Cellar 1. Followed by Haunt. They're great. They're my favorite. Little Baggy is probably the opposite of anything that I'd ever want. So I'm just gonna get a bunch of Spirit Hearts basically. Shockingly, this is one of the few enemies I'm comfortable with on this mode. Hey, these guys aren't. Talk about bullshit. They move too fast without the speed up. Woo! Slow down, man. Life is meant to be savored or something. Slow down. Hey, there's Dead Cat. That's actually quite good, isn't it? Especially because that's a freebie. Whoops. Huh? Hey now. We got some freebies. That felt good. I'm not going to the fucking boss room. Boss rush room. I gotta go fast. Hey, nice. Another room where if you don't instantly kill all the enemies, you take damage for free. Boy, there sure are a few of those, huh? That's weird. Wouldn't have ever expected that out of this challenge. This challenge is like Suicide King, except somehow worse. Like, there's just too many rooms where it's just literally impossible to do without taking damage. That was the problem with Suicide King. It had nothing to do with the actual, like, difficulty of execution with the Ipecac, like, going back on you. It's just literally the amount of rooms in the game that are just fucking impossible with the setup. And if that number is more than 1, in fact, I'd argue more than 0, if the number of rooms that are literally impossible to not take damage in is more than 0 in a challenge, it's a very poorly thought out challenge. That's my opinion on the matter. Because there really shouldn't, like, reasonably be any rooms that are impossible to not get damaged in. You know, because, like, if there's no way to, you know, replace how, I don't know where you were, and wherever you were, it was fucking retarded, and you somehow got to me without passing through my knife. You just took a roundabout way because fuck you, that's why, I guess. But yeah, if there's any amount of fucking random rooms that you literally can't make it through, like if there's no way that skill can overcome randomness in a room for a challenge, then your challenge is poorly thought out. Or poorly tested. Either way, just poorly done. It doesn't need to exist. There's no reason for it to be there. The sad thing is there's actually pretty cool challenges in the game as well. And honestly, I liked Onin Streak. I thought Onin Streak was actually really fun. It was intense as shit. Very rewarding. You know, like it was actually rewarding. How great was that? Yeah, it was challenging. But that's the thing. Difficulty doesn't make it good nor bad. Difficulty is just kind of a bystander to being good or bad, you know? Well, I guess that's not entirely true. Difficulty, if it passes a certain point and becomes, you know, quote, impossible, which I say quote because I know people are gonna try and get fucking pedantic with me and be like, well, it clearly wasn't impossible. But, like, you know what I mean. When I say impossible, I mean a get out of jail free card. I mean, like, so unreasonable that you would have to have the reaction time better than the high, like the fastest recorded human reaction time, and also be lucky, right? Like, then, yeah, I mean, it's possible, but, like, you know, that's just not reasonable. Whatever, man. I fucking beat it, so I'd never have to worry about it again, which is phenomenal. That is, honestly, the first challenge. The thing is, too, right, if you look at Suicide King, which is somewhere, there it is. If you look at Suicide King, there was never a point where I said Suicide King was poorly designed, except for the actual, you know, bullshit rooms themselves. Overall, I thought the concept was cool, and I thought it was challenging enough. Like, the actual challenge itself of your Ipecac flings back at you, I thought was unique and interesting, and caused, you know, it rewarded you for thoughtfulness and shit like that. The only thing that the speed challenge rewards you for, like, the only thing that you can do that the speed challenge is like, good job, you, and actively rewards you for, is being lucky and getting high damage or high speed. That's it. You know? Like, they both have bullshit rooms, but at least one is rewarding, and it's not speed. It's probably the first challenge that I really just think is retarded. Just straight fucking retarded. But, whatever. Thanks for watching. That was a long episode. There probably, yeah, there won't be a second episode later today. Well, there will be a daily challenge one way later, but the one that's around noon will probably not be there because I'm going to go to bed. And I probably won't wake up in time to record it. So I'm just going to leave it like this. And yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know. Sorry this episode sucked. I know. I felt it. It was bad. It sucked. But you know what? I beat Speed, and I beat Greed as Blue Baby. So I felt successful. I felt like everything went great. You know, felt good. Talked about game design too. It was great. It just felt great. Bye.